Hello everyone. I notice every time I turn on the camera it starts wobbling because it's not a very good sturdy. It'll stop wobbling now. I'm sorry if I make people sick. So I'm still kind of playing with beads. I put them away and then started up again because when I doing new papers and things like that, I always wonder how are they going to look like in beads. So the last week, Nina Rabina did an abstract page, and I actually did two of them. I did one that was very similar to hers, and I think this is where it stops. I'm going to be using this for probably. I love doing cards with these type of pieces as well too. Just simple little cards, thank you notes, and things like that. And this is the second one that I did with pastel colors. So yeah, I always wonder, beautiful pages, what they're going to look like in with beads as well too. Now I rolled, normal beads up with this type of paper, and I'll show them to you now. So this is one of them. This is the darker one. This is another one. These I'm showing to you because they have the varnish on them already, and they're nice and shiny. They need another coat of these. And the brighter one instead is, I think it's this one here. No, that's a darker one. And they all come out so different, but yet they have the same colors, which looks very nice too when you're trying to, put them together to make something that you need 2 or 3 beads of. Where was that other one, the brighter colored one? I'm not seeing it in this moment. I think this one. Yeah, I think this is the one here. So that's the brighter page one, which would be this one right here. And that's the way they come out. They come out so cool. Anyways, playing with the beads, I wanted to make bigger beads. Is that what? No. I wanted to make bigger beads, different beads. I wanted to try using, other things to roll them up with. I was actually really kind of playing with the popsicle stick because I had eaten a popsicle yesterday. I had this popsicle stick in my hands, and I just started grabbing a strip of paper and wrapping it around it. I wanted to see what outcome there was going to be. So that's how I got started on this idea. Now, these ones here, using a single popsicle stick, you're going to get, I'll show you the hole. You're going to get a hole like that. Sorry, there we go. You're going to get a hole like that, which is perfectly fine. With a bit of your own fantasy, you would know where to use these beads. They can even be used for jewelry if you wanted to. So these are really cool too. But then I wanted thicker beads. I wanted beads with a bigger hole. I wanted to, do different sizes. So I used popsicle sticks and shish kebab sticks and, other different sizes of sticks. These are coffee sticks. The stir sticks for coffee, espresso. My husband gets tons of these because he has an espresso machine at the store. So you can get all different types of sizes. So I'm going to show you what I did here. You can also use, I have one drying here right now. You can also use, this is trimming, which is really cool too, because you get one side that's flat and one side that's, curved, and it gives it a really cool effect. Now, I'm just playing around right now, so I haven't really been paying much attention to how your bead is going to end up on the inside, which, if you want it to look nicer, you can paint them, which is what I did with this one here. And it looks much more nicer. So yeah, you can, you just have to turn the, turn your strip around and just paint, just a little part of it at the bottom here. And that's what will be showing on the inside of your bead once you have it rolled up. So what you'll need to do these things, like I did a popsicle stick with 2 other popsicle sticks, and this comes out to a really cool shape. This is this one here. These are just 2 shish kebab sticks. they're actually square shish kebab sticks taped together. This one here is actually 4 of them put together. Just playing around, making different sizes. So I repeat, what you're going to need, I'm just going to show you how to do one so that way you guys can figure out. Let me get this one here. I didn't want that one because it was white. You couldn't see white on white. So what I did was I got the shish kebab stick, the popsicle stick, I'm sorry, and I'm using double-sided tape and masking tape for this. So the double-sided tape is just to, you know, to make things quicker, go quicker instead of using glue. Just put a strip of that on. And remember, when you're doing this, you can pretty much use both sides of the stick. Like right now, I have a bead on this side. I would put another bead on this side here and have 2 going. And set up a drying station where you can, you know, maybe a thin box or something where you can line them up on your box and not touch them, because of the reason that when you do your bead now, this is the baby wipes. These are baby wipes. So, and they're much more softer, like I've said in my other videos, which I've done with baby wipes. They come out much more softer, and they need more layers of varnish. They eventually do come out nice and hard. But to keep its form, I would rather keep it on here and not move it at all. Like, so that way you'll probably need, if you're going to make a whole bunch of them at once, you're probably going to need a whole bunch of, you know, sticks ready, especially the sizes that you want to use. So in order to make this size here, I put the tape on both sides. Take that off. Wait, first I'll put this on here. And, oh, you know what? Yeah, I just remembered something, that the tape is not going, the popsicle stick here is not going to reach to one end. So you can put in another one and just break it. There. So that way you have both ends that you can use to put your beads on, because you know you're going to want to do more than, you know, just one bead at a time. And like I said, setting up a drying station is a really good idea, because you can you know, set them on there and, you know, make sure that they're not going to tip over or they're not going to be touching anything because of, you know, the fresh varnish being on them. Try to always put, you know, another coat of glue on it if you want, or put more glue as you're closing up the bead, so that way, you know what, I'm going to turn it around. Doesn't matter if it sticks out a bit here. Okay, that's all you want. You see that? Then, I'm not going to do it all now, but then you just get the tape and you just start winding it around. I only have this thin tape here. I have to buy masking tape. I'm without. And I just wind it around, and this helps for your bead to come on and off very easily because of it being tape, and it's not going to stick. The varnish is not going to stick to the tape. And just wind it around. I've actually winded it around twice. So that way, get a nice coverage. So I'll just leave that aside right now. And the rest of them are really easy too. So I've gotten even this little stick here, and I've put, you know, one little stick on top of that right in the middle, and then another one on the other side, and wrap it always with the tape. And you get different forms of beads. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm trying to get at, is that you can use different forms, and, you know, use whatever you have on hand just to make these things to hold your beads, to, you know, give them the form, and they'll be holding the bead as well while they're drying. Once they're dry, you know, you can take them off. Now you're saying, why would I want beads with such big holes? Like I said, these ones are okay that you can still use. You can use them all for jewelry if you wanted to. I'm not a jewelry maker, so I wouldn't know the terms of what you could use on this, or, you know, what they're called. But I'm sure that, you know, this type of bead can be used for jewelry. And like I said, if This is paper, so it's more firm than the other ones. But like I said, the more varnish you put on, or nail polish, or whatever it is that you're going to be using to seal your beads, you know, make sure that you've put on a good amount of glue. So what I wanted to show you really quickly was how I go about, you know, rolling my bead. So I'm just going to roll one really quick around this, so that way I can show you a little trick that I use when I finish doing the bead. In my rolling beads, if I'm using this, I do not glue the bead as I go. I only glue it at the end, so that way I can fix the bead as you're going, you know, because sometimes it'll slide to one side and it's not even. So I'll take it, I'll let it, you know, unwind and then start winding it up again. These are pretty easy to wind up, you know, because all you're doing is folding and keeping, you know, center with your beads. So if you wanted to, you could put, but you know what, you guys, it's just a touch of glue just to hold a little bit together. That's all. That's all you need. You don't need more than that. And then just continue rolling. I'm going to put another touch of glue. Always making sure that it's even, you guys. You don't want to do it too tight, because remember, you have to take it off of this. And hopefully it'll come off fine. I've had a couple that have been a bit hard, but they've all come off up until now. Why I say the masking tape is because I do realize with the masking tape it slides off even easier. So this is one done with just the popsicle stick, and I'm going to make sure first of all that it's nicely glued down, and then I'm going to try to slide it off. There we go. So it slid off. Now I'm going to put it back in on the other side just to make sure. Just hold it there for a bit, and this keeps on coming off. It wasn't glued properly. Okay, so it's pretty much got the form now. I'm going to take it off and just hold it delicately, because they're always just still a little bit delicate while you're doing it. Now, as you can see here, when you're rolling up the bead, you're not going to see these ends when you have a normal, how could I say it, a normal bead like this, right? Here, you're going to notice these ends coming out. Now, you don't have to do this, because you can, you know, hide it on the other side. Use this as a good side and leave this as the back, let's say, of this bead, if just one side would be showing. But what I do is just snip off that corner, clean it up a bit with a pair of scissors, and that's it. And like I'm doing it now, but I would let them dry better. So there you got an even clean cut. Now, what you can also do is start putting little charms on them as well too. This one I've glued 3 charms. They're still not dry. This actually was just a mistake paper. It was a cleanup paper where it was very small and it only got these few beads. This thick one here, which I absolutely love too, but they came out a gorgeous color too as well. This, and like I said, it was a mop-up paper. It wasn't anything. These are all baby wipes. Now these are the baby wipes that I used the other day. These are actually my collage pages, which one is already finished. This is a collage page that I did in my other video, which is all ready to be cut up or ready to be cut into, you know, with my die machine. And then I have another one here. That's always a baby wipe. This is another form with the little 4 sticks together. And you get, you know, you get these big chunky beads. Now you're gonna, like I said, you can use them in jewelry, but you can use them also in like hanging them from journals like this. You can stick in a whole bunch of laces and things like that, and put other, you know, spacers and things. And this would be attached to whatever it is that you're going to attach it to. If it would be a journal, if it would be a bag, if it would be, you know, you can knot something down here or put smaller beads to block it, or just simply glue it so that way the bead is not going to move anymore. I just did this to show you right now, so I didn't attach it to anything. It's just more or less to show you what you could do with these big whole beads, or I like this more of a kind of like a banner, I think. No, it wouldn't be called a banner. There's a name, like, what are those cigar rings called? That's what those remind me of, you know, the cigar rings. And this is another one here as well too. This is always that abstract paper from Nina Rabina. It's a smaller bead, but you know, you do get a few pieces of lace in it. And look at how pretty that looks. And just use your imagination. Like, there's just a scrap of lace, a piece of fabric that I painted, and just a ribbon. Yeah, nothing special here. I didn't really, you know, pay much attention to what I just, for the sake of showing you guys what my intentions are on, you know, where I can use these big beads as well too. And if anybody has any other ideas on where you can use these beads, let me know. I would love to know. But yeah, I'm just right now continuing on making these beads and having fun. And there's the smaller ones that I've done, normal beads with all those papers that they're just coming out just gorgeous. So yeah, I think that's about it, you guys. I think I explained everything. I hope I didn't miss out. If you guys have any questions, please ask. It's, you know, not a problem for me whatsoever to answer. I'm really liking this shape as well too. It's going to come out cool, but like I said, they have to set in here. With this type of shape especially, it has to really set in here to, you know, continue holding its shape. So yeah, I'll be varnishing it and leaving it on here for now, and I can make another bead and put it at this end here. So you can say that every one that you make or prepare to roll your beads, you can, you know, put 2 beads on it and let them dry that way. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and until the next time, you guys, I hope everybody's having a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.